What's going on, everybody? Let's talk 2011 today, specifically the Staccato P. I'm going to open this up with, is it worth it? Yes, 1000%. I will say it over and over and over again. Yes, a 2011 is 1000% worth it. Today we're going to be focusing on the Staccato P. This is what I own, but a lot of the things I'm going to be referring to as far as when I'm talking about general 2011 or double stack 1911, whatever you want to call it, is talking about the platform itself and why I think that it's the best platform out there, especially when comparing your polymers versus your 1911 realm. So when talking about the Staccato P, I think that it is arguably the best value 2011 out there. Now that statement alone is going to get all kinds of people fired up. They're going to say, well, my Staccato XC and my Atlas and my Nighthawk Customs and my Chambers, my Infinity, my ACW High Cap. And then there's going to be the other side that's like, well, the best value you're going to get is the cheapest gun. So my Bull Armory or my Prodigy. When I say value, I'm talking about what you get out of the money that you're spending. I'm not saying it's the cheapest 2011 out there. I'm not saying that it's the best 2011 out there. I'm saying I believe the Staccato P is the best valued 2011 that you can buy. So first of all, whenever we talk about a 2011, what is a 2011? Well, 2011 is a firearm that is based off of the 1911 platform. However, the changes are it has three major components and it is a double stack 1911, essentially. But what does that mean? Well, looking at the firearm here, starting off at the very top, you have a slide, which is this part here. You have the frame, which is this bottom piece here, okay? And you have the grip module, which is the third component. Those are the three main components that are going to make up a 2011. Specifically for Staccato, whenever we talk about the frame, you can buy this firearm with either a steel frame or an aluminum frame. As far as the 2011, if I can break down what a 2011 is and how it came about, it is essentially a hybrid firearm between your 1911 world and your polymer world. It took the best of both things and combined them into one. Okay, whenever we're talking about the 1911 realm, it took the ergonomics of the 1911, right? But more importantly, it brought the trigger. The trigger on a 1911, again, this is debatable, I guess, by some people who, for the sake of debating, but the trigger on a 1911 is the absolute best trigger that you can get, period. And then when you start talking about your polymer side, you bring over the fact that you introduce things that make the gun lighter, but more importantly, you bring over the fact that you can have more than double the rounds that a 1911 can carry, even in 9mm. Okay, so those are your two worlds combined, the trigger plus the rounds. You get a 2011, and this thing is awesome. When I first heard about a 2011, I didn't get what all the hubbub was about. You know, oh, it's essentially a 1911 with more rounds. Okay, whatever. It wasn't until I shot this, or shot a 2011 period, that I understood. And in my opinion, a 2011 platform is the best pistol platform out there, bar none. Again, it's just my own opinion. You guys may think different, but this is mine. So let's talk Staccato. Staccato originated from STI International. That was a company that was well known in the competitive shooting arena, introducing the 2011 platform. The term 2011 is trademarked by Staccato, who was originally STI, but it's used interchangeably whenever you're talking about a double stack 1911 platform. So sometimes you may see something called a DS, which is double stack, or a 2011. They're one and the same. Okay, I'm going to call it a 2011, especially since we're talking about a Staccato here. Staccato got its start in 2019 when STI changed its name from STI International over to Staccato in order to appeal to a larger base. So we're talking about law enforcement, we're talking about the competitive shooting world still, and civilians. The first Staccato P that came about is what's known as the 2019 Staccato P. It had a 4.15-inch barrel, a full dust cover, had more serrations on it, had a Gen 1, what's called the tree bark grip. The grip looks like a tree bark. And it was the first launch from Staccato as far as the Staccato P is concerned. There were other models that were under the STI, but we're not covering that today. We're talking specifically Staccato. In 2020, they changed it, and that's what you're seeing here. This is a 2022 model. However, it still has a lot of the same features that they decided to stick with for 2020 and beyond. So starting at the top here, you have a Dawson green fiber optic, and the lighting on this really shows how bright that is. That's pretty cool. And in the rear here for the DPO model, it comes with a removable optic plate in the back, which has your iron sights on it. It's known as the Tactical Dawson Precision Optic System. That's a mouthful. But anyways, you can take that off and you have the ability to mount various optic plates. This one is specific for a RMR, which is what I have on here. It's a Trijicon RMR 06 Type 2 variant. You have your front and your rear cocking serrations. Mine has the X series cuts, which don't come, I guess, standard on the Staccato P. However, I bought mine from the secondary market, and the individual that ordered this had those cuts in it, and I thought it looked pretty damn good, so I went and purchased it. For the barrel, you have a bull barrel, so it provides the extra weight in the front for more stability and accuracy. And it's coated in DLC, which is diamond-like carbon coating. Helps protect the barrel from various things like rust, etc. It's chambered in 9mm, and this barrel size is 4.4 inches long. It also has a toolless guide rod. Tell by that down here, you do not need any type of tool or anything like that to break the gun down. It makes it very easy. There's a little piece under here. You push that up, and that allows for easy disassemble of the firearm itself. Working our way down, you've got this is a steel frame. Right? It also comes with an option of having a aluminum frame. Your steel frame, when the gun is empty and no magazine in it, the entire gun is going to weigh about 33 ounces. And for the aluminum frame, it's going to weigh 28 ounces. So a little bit lighter for the aluminum, but the steel is going to provide a better shooting platform and more accurate. It comes with a rail, of course. You can mount whatever type of laser or light that you want. On mine, I put a little bit of skateboard tape here for more friction for my thumb to rest. Working our way down is their American flag here. I think it looks awesome. Looks really good. And it's also a symbol that lets everybody know, hey, this is an American-made gun. Every part of this firearm is American-made, American assembled also. So the assaulting forward flag is really cool, in my opinion. Coming towards the rear of the slide here, we have ambi safeties on both sides, nice and positive. Skeletonized hammer. Your grip safety. For some reason, in the 2011 realm, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that the 2011 does combine a little bit, like I said before, a hybrid, a platform for the 1911 guys and the polymer guys to agree on. But the polymer guys, like Glock guys, whatever, are not used to this grip safety back here. So you'll see a lot of them that get it pinned or put a rubber band around it because they feel that the grip safety is a little bit redundant. But I've never found this to be an issue at all. When you pick it up and you're ready to fire, you just get a nice grip on it and you know, it'll fire. It's good to go. For the module, so the module is going to be this bottom piece here, right? And you can see that it's made out of polymer. The grips that are on here are the Generation 2 tack texture grip. I guess I'm assuming that the tack stands for tactical, so the tactical texture grip. I really like it. So the tack texture was released in 2022. So from 2020 and 2021, you have what I refer to as a Z pattern grip, but those are still a Generation 2 grip. The total length of the gun is 8.1 inches long. The width at the grips down here is 1.3 inches long. It's got a height of 5.8 inches high, unless you have an optic on it, obviously. And the width at the safeties is 1.5. So it's a relatively thin gun. The grip is a little bit larger than what a lot of 1911 guys like, but I don't mind it at all. I think it feels really good. Very comfortable. The gun came with two 17-round mags and one 20-round mag. I've updated that since. I have a few. And it also comes with the option of either having a mag well on or off. Now the mag well that it comes with is a Dawson Precision mag. I found it to be a little too large, so I went out and I bought a Machine Works low profile mag, which not only do I think it looks better, but just like the title says, it also provides a lower profile if you chose to carry this gun. Let's talk about shooting. So the first time that I shot this firearm, I was absolutely blown away at how soft it shot. It shoots incredibly soft. And also, just like I was saying earlier, it has the 1911 trigger, right? That trigger is going to allow you to pull straight back, right? With a reset, that's extremely short, right? Now, what does that cause you to do? That causes you to want to shoot fast, and it allows the platform itself to shoot fast. Trigger pull on this is between 4 and 4.5 pounds, right? And I've seen some that were modified to go as low as 2 to 2.5 pounds. Now, if you want to talk about shooting fast, that allows you to shoot extremely fast. And the accuracy on this thing is incredible. There's one video out there that says whenever you shoot a 2011 platform, it's going to let you know if you suck at shooting. I mean, this thing is just next level when it comes to accuracy and how quickly you can fire. It is just an amazing, amazing platform. And I can't say enough good things about it. Like I said before, no, I haven't shot an Atlas or a Chambers or Infinity, a high cap. I have shot the XC, and that gun does shoot flatter, shoots faster, but you know, there's various reasons for that. As far as the Staccato P goes, though, right? MSRP for this one, I think it's around $2,600. I managed to get it for $2,400. And when you start talking about, you know, the benefits that you get when you go past that mark, right? There has to be some type of return that you're getting for every $1,000 spent. So this is $2,400 or $2,600. Whenever you start getting into the other guns, you really start pushing to $5,000 to $6,000 to $9,000 range, right? What return are you really getting for that much extra money? Now, for some people, it's totally worth it. I'm not saying that it's not worth the money, but for anyone that is coming into the 2011 realm and are getting their feet wet for the first time, I highly advise to look at the Staccato P. And when you start looking at things like the Prodigy, yes, it is cheaper, but the Prodigy, it's well known to have come with problems. And you really don't want to buy a firearm to where, I mean, yes, it'll work, it may not. You got to send it back to Springfield to get fixed, whatever else. Just start out with a company that's been doing this for a long time, who started the 2011 craze and know what they're doing. And that, to me, is what the Staccato P does. This is your duty gun, your duty size gun, which could be used for home defense. It can be used for carry. When you talk about a full-size gun, you're usually talking about a 5-inch barrel. But like I said before, this has a 4.4. From what they found on the 2011 platform, okay, we're talking about the 2011s here, but the 4.4 inch is really the sweet spot. Provides less recoil due to, you don't have as much mass here that is reciprocating back and forth, but also allows the gun to maintain velocity when firing that's not significantly less than a 5-inch barrel. So again, Staccato P, I think it's amazing. I love this gun. It's 100% my favorite shooting firearm that I own. And I love my 1911s, but this is just something different. If you haven't tried one, I suggest, if you're able to find one at a gun shop, go out, try it out, and you will see what the hype is about the 2011 platform. You will understand right away. With that, that's all I have. Hopefully this video was educational. Again, I am by no means a firearms expert. I'm just a regular Joe. But I put out what I put out, and wherever it lands is where it does. Have a good one. Talk to you later.